Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. Topping our news at 6, 5 people have been shot after a man opened fire as lawmakers were practicing for a baseball game in Alexandria, Virginia. Majority Whip Steve Scalise is among those 5 victims. He's in critical condition at the hospital following emergency surgery. A congressional staffer, a lobbyist for Tyson Foods, and members of the Capitol Hill Police Department were also shot. Sources say it was a deliberate attack. Law enforcement identified the gunman as 66-year-old James Hodgkinson, his Facebook page filled with anti-Trump sentiments.
Gentleman walked up to us and wanted to know whether there were Republicans or Democrats practicing out there. Congressman Duncan said that it was Republicans.
A lot of us ran to the dugout for cover, and it was just pandemonium.
The players were getting ready for the annual congressional baseball game, which is scheduled for tomorrow night. The congressmen do say the game will go on as scheduled. Here at home, a victim of a hit and run is speaking out tonight after she says the Sarasota Police Department did not begin an investigation into this accident for more than 2 weeks after it happened. ABC 7's Kate Flexter talked to the victim today. She joins us now live from the Sarasota Police Department with her story. Kate?
Thanks, guys. The department just launched its own internal affairs investigation into the accident. Meanwhile, the driver is left waiting for answers.
I'm just so frustrated, overwhelmed by everything right now.
Jennifer Manis was on her way to work at about 5 a.m. on a Sunday in May when a driver turning off of Tamiami Trail hit her car. The entire thing was caught on surveillance video. Within seconds, the driver was gone.
So I feel like I've just been completely let down.
The 28-year-old now needs physical therapy from the injuries she suffered in the crash. Her Toyota Matrix is totaled. While officers from Sarasota's police department did arrive on the scene following the crash, Manis says a full investigation didn't begin for 16 days.
We had to get the footage ourselves and pick it up, and then they finally looked at it, and that's when they put it online.
When the department posted the surveillance video to YouTube, investigators received an anonymous tip that matched the suspect's vehicle. The vehicle, quote, had damage consistent with what occurred in the crash. But with no way to prove who was behind the wheel at the time and no further leads, the case was inactivated until further information becomes available. Criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Jeff Young tells us this is a common difficulty with hit-and-run cases.
Whether there's a video camera from a different angle that can take a picture of the driver, or there was a witness who can identify the driver, or if the driver confesses. But short of something like that, if you're talking days after, I don't see how you could ever prove who the actual driver of the vehicle was.
That's why he says time is crucial in those investigations.
The further you get away, it becomes very difficult to prove who was the actual driver of the vehicle at the time.
But Manis isn't giving up. An anonymous homeless man witnessed the accident, and she hopes he holds some kind of answer.
I just hope something happens, I'm not sure what, but with everything I've been dealing with and the lack, I guess, of help, I just want some kind of resolution and something out of it.
The investigation is still in its early stages. No word yet on its results. Reporting live in Sarasota, Kate Flexter, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Kate. An update now on a fire that broke out at a Bradenton business last night. Cedar Hammock Fire Rescue first reported this fire on 26th Street West after seeing smoke billowing from a building across the street from the department. Crews were able to respond within a minute because it was so close. The fire was under control within a half hour. It caused about $250,000 worth of damage. No one was injured in the fire. Plenty of rain around this afternoon in our area. Let's get the latest on that from Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Yeah, dramatic photos sent in too. Just recently, Ryan Blast contacted me on social media shooting this shot from right there by Bird Key Park, looking northeastward off of Longboat Key. You can see what appears to be a funnel, and yes, indeed, it was a water spout. A little bit later, all happening around 4:30 to almost 5 o'clock this afternoon. And there's the full-blown water spout looking out off into the Gulf of Mexico, again from Bird Key Park. And that would be right around Longboat Key, just near New Pass, where that water spout would have been developing. So again, a nice shot there. We had some rough weather around earlier. You can see that activity rather intense now near Parrish. And the rain is intense, but not the lightning. It had been earlier today where there was a severe weather warning, but that warning has since expired. Still some light to moderate precipitation occurring throughout Manatee County, stretching all the way over to Palmetto and Bradenton. And you can see not much going on down in South County. Northport, just a little bit of light rain right now. We'll have more in the forecast for the rest of the week and into the weekend coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Still to come tonight in your Suncoast News, Governor Scott facing a deadline on legislation that could put some drug dealers behind bars even longer.
Plus, new numbers coming in on just how big of an impact the Atlanta Braves could have on the community by moving to Northport for spring training.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
I heard about the Datoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Datoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Datoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
I dream of the creature by night and by day. Wielding my weapon, I slaughter my prey. 2,000 cash, I'll be rolling in dough. So hey, a big monster, come out from below. So hey, a big monster, come out from below.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
The team that saved a construction worker who was dangling from the side of a 7-story condominium in downtown Sarasota is now offering new details into that dramatic rescue.
It happened over the weekend when a cable holding up the scaffolding snapped. One worker was stranded for about an hour. ABC 7's Bill Beth Yates caught up with the Sarasota County firefighters involved in that rescue.
It's a harness like this one, along with a lot of training that crews from the Sarasota Fire Department says that they used to help get everyone home safely.
So this is the bag that we took up on the roof with us. They carried all the equipment that we needed.
Sarasota fire officials from Station 1 and 8 recount the heroic actions from their View condominium rescue.
I was actually the rescuer who went over the edge and was lowered down to the patient.
Paul Zoller, a Sarasota firefighter and special operations team member, can be seen here climbing down the side of the 17-story building. His goal? To rescue the construction worker hanging 170 feet in the air.
He was backed up, had his hands on a couple of the other cables, and had his feet kind of braced on the sides. Station 1, who was there first, was able to lower down a safety line to him, and he was able to clip into that.
It's believed that a scaffolding failure caused the incident, and initially there were 2 people hanging on for dear life.
They were doing some construction work on a scaffolding. on that scaffolding. One of the lines either snapped or came apart somehow, and when that happened, those 2 personnel were trapped on the scaffolding. Prior to our arrival, one of the victims was raised by other construction personnel.
The second victim was trapped for almost an hour as crews put all the safety harnesses required for the rescue in place. The men behind that process told ABC7 there was a lot to do.
We have a playbook for everything that we need to do. Obviously, have a heightened sense of awareness, and we know exactly what we need to do. So it's just going through those steps one at a time.
In a fall from that height, there wouldn't be any survival. So we're all just thankful that the rescue went well, that he's okay.
Sarasota fire officials say they went through hundreds of hours to be prepared for a situation like this, and they stress that this wasn't just one person, but a group effort. Bobeth Yates, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Bobeth, thank you. Florida's crime rate is dropping to its lowest levels in nearly half a century. Governor Scott announcing today there were 18,000 fewer crimes last year compared to 2015. The crime rate dropping by nearly 4.5% to its lowest level in 46 years. In a statement, Governor Scott says the decrease is a reminder of the dedication and hard work Florida's law enforcement officers show every day. State law enforcement, correctional officers, and state employees will soon receive pay raises under a new law signed by Governor Scott today. Under this new law, officers from several agencies, including the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, Department of Law Enforcement, and the State Attorney's Office will receive a 5% pay raise. Pay will also be increased for correctional officers as well. The bill also authorizes pay raises between $1,000 and $1,400 for state employees.
Governor Rick Scott is facing a deadline today to act on a measure that would impose minimum mandatory sentences for those caught in possession of certain opioids. If passed, those caught with at least 4 grams of fentanyl or other synthetic opioids like carfentanil would face a minimum 3-year sentence. Anyone caught with 14 or more grams of fentanyl would be imprisoned for at least 14 years. Those caught with 28 or more grams would serve a minimum 25-year sentence.
We have seen an increase in the number of individuals who are dying of drug overdoses, and we want to stop that and hold individuals accountable who are selling the drugs and peddling on the streets of Florida.
The fentanyl legislation is one of 17 bills with a Wednesday deadline for Governor Scott to sign or veto.
We'll be right back with your forecast. Bob will look ahead to Father's Day. Stay with us.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com. AndServices.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job. I am Goodwill, yeah.
the top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world.
If you get knocked down, stand up again. Rip it up again. Give me one chance, give me one chance. I'm gonna make it. Give me my chance, this is my chance. I'm gonna take it.
The new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com. AndServices.com.
Well, we showed you these earlier. This is what it looked like looking from Bird Key Park northward toward New Pass. A water spout forming there right around 4:30 and continuing to kind of dance across the skies there just off of Longboat Key up until about 4:55. This shot again by Ryan Blass sent them to me through social media, and Lakewood Ranch webcam showing some clouds around Lakewood Ranch and some rain falling there right now. Boy, the big storm that blew through there caused some rough weather in northern Manatee County and also produced some very heavy rainfall. We had a flood advisory for a short period of time over northern Manatee County right through Parrish, and flood advisories will be, I think, a big deal here coming up over the upcoming week as more showers and storms are in the forecast. When you get an inch, 2 inches of rain in a short period of time, it has nowhere to go because the ground is just so saturated and it just washes off into the roadways, causing that pounding of water to exist, and that makes for tough driving conditions. Still, light to moderate rainfall. You'll notice that a lot of lightning now, so the atmosphere has calmed down. We don't have nearly as much energy in it right now as we did just about 2 hours ago when these storms are really blowing up. Still, there's a chance for an occasional lightning strike in this kind of situation, so don't think that it's all over, and you can still see some light to moderate precipitation occurring basically east of I-75, although it does stretch to the west near Bradenton and into Palmetto. Rainfall amounts are rather impressive, as I mentioned again, over 3 inches of rain in northern portions of Manatee County. Well, what's going on in the tropics? We talked about this in the earlier newscast. This is a rather impressive looking tropical wave. They're not supposed to be this good looking this early in the season. In fact, very seldom do you get a tropical wave of this magnitude in the deep tropics in June. There's a 20% chance of it developing. It looks like it's going to race across the Atlantic. This is day 5 where it will be, we think, and we'll have to keep a close eye on that one. This one, 20% chance. It's starting to think more and more now. The models are hinting that this would, if it were to develop, would head off toward Texas or Mexico if it were to develop. Again, a 20% chance of it developing in the next 5 days. So the chances are very small, but it just gives you an indication that, yes, indeed, we are in hurricane season and things can happen very quickly. And there's a lot of deep tropical moisture down there. Nothing organized at this point, but there could be a little later. 74 degrees, dew point is at 71. Winds are out of the east at 7. The pressure 30.04 inches, still high, and the high today was just a couple degrees shy of the average. 89 is our average high temperature. No rainfall earlier today, but we're getting some light rainfall there at the airport right now. Tomorrow, similar conditions, sunshine, a few clouds in the morning, a chance for showers and storms in the afternoon. Not everyone will get the rain, but it'll be around. Temperatures 83 in Philadelphia right now. It's 82 in Columbus, 83 in Indianapolis, and 93 in Wichita. 77 Salt Lake City, 86 now in Denver, and 93. So heat is on over the southern plain states. Atlanta, a little bit cooler there at 87, but still Columbia, 95 in South Carolina. Well, the overall picture showing again basically hot conditions across the central U.S., a little bit cooler over the extreme upper Great Lakes. Now, showers scattered about the southeast, the result of a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. On top of that, we are looking at that shower and thunderstorm activity to persist here each and every afternoon and evening right through early next week. For boaters, southeast winds turn to the southwest at 10 knots, subsiding to 5 late in the day. Sunset will be at 8:26, low tide upcoming just before midnight. Scattered showers through the evening, patchy fog forming 73 for your low. Tomorrow, we do it all over again, 89 for a high with those afternoon storms around. The extended forecast, rain chance lessening just a little bit on Friday and Saturday, but still staying pretty high early next week. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Some new developments in the efforts to bring the Atlanta Braves to Northport for spring training.
According to the West Villages Improvement District, the Brave Spring Training Complex is expected to make a $1.7 billion economic impact during its 30-year contract with the team. The developers, the City of Northport, Sarasota County, and the Atlanta Braves are requesting a $20 million grant from the state of Florida to help with construction costs. The economic impact study is part of that application process.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. They call it the greatest show on earth. Coming up, we'll take you to a preview of Incredibello, and you'll understand why.
Tonight, the Russia investigation. The Attorney General denies any collusion.
I know nothing but what I've read in the paper.
So what's next? Cutting through the controversy. Can President Trump get his agenda back on track? This is where America turns. World News Tonight with David Muir.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Save big during the summer leather clearance and pay no interest till June 2018 with same-day pickup or next-day delivery. This special purchase deep-seating leather match sofa now $5.99. It's like floating on a cloud with this leather match sofa at $6.99. Or put your feet up in style with comfort in this dual reclining leather match sofa only $7.99. Exclusively at the Furniture Warehouse in Sarasota, Bradenton, Venice, Port Charlotte, and Ellenton.
And save big. Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Feld Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Knock in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
For the last decade, SNS Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
It has been said that mankind has three great fears: a fear of heights, appearing before an audience, and being laughed at.
Well, the star of the new show opening at the historic Oslo Theater this week has to endure all three, but you can tell he loves it. I don't think those are really fears for him. ABC 7's Linda Carson gives us a peek at Incredibello.
Ladies and gentlemen, a true magician is a man who is Bello.
The show's called Incredibello.
It's based around this guy with foot-tall hair, 16 Guinness Book of World Records. They say international circus superstar, but it's more about me and my family.
Because Incredibello also stars Bello's daughter.
My daughter Annalise, who's a Guinness Book of World Record holder also, is in the show. P.D. Weissman in a German wheel and on the high wire. And our host and voice and good looks, David Shipman, a former Ringling Brothers ringmaster.
Bello, is this your card?
Nope.
Annalise travels with her dad full-time, performing all over the world. Send her love.
I knew from the moment I could walk that this is what I wanted to do.
Bello has no fear when he's up there, but he watches like a very protective dad when Annalise is performing.
Because in live entertainment, there's no take two, there's no CGI, there's no second guessing it.
Annalise is fine.
We train and do a trick 100 times before we even think about putting it in a show, and we train ourselves to make these crazy stunts almost our second nature.
P.D. Weissman performs on the German wheel,
which is kind of like a human hamster wheel, if you could imagine. It's kind of two 6-foot steel wheels put together by little cross beams, and you are doing cartwheels in and out, flipping around, all sorts of different things just to articulate the wheel and myself and all across the stage.
Bello is his mentor.
Me and Bello go back a few years. I'm actually from Minnesota originally, and I was part of a circus school up there, and he would come and coach us and show us new things.
The historic Oslo stage is not high or wide enough for Bello's usual act, so he built a new device to make his act fit.
I'm gonna walk on the high wire, lay down. One of the guys headstands, the splits on a high wire. I stand on a chair, 6 chairs high doing a handstand. A new apparatus that I built just for this performance, a sway pole. And it's inside the historic Oslo Theater, and it's just amazing.
No wonder they call this clown a daredevil. Incredibello at the historic Oslo Theater through July 29th. It's only an hour show, and you'll be on your feet begging for more. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda. Family affair.
Yes.
The performers and for people who can attend. You know, it's kid-friendly. So,
Absolutely, yeah. Incredible show, too. He was just here last week or so, talking to him. A great guy, too.
So much energy. So kind. Yeah.
And hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious, right.
World News Tonight with David Muir is coming up next.
We'll see you tonight at 11. Have a great evening.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
The official salon of ABC 7.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
What's a nice Jewish girl to do when she can't introduce her WASP boyfriend to her conservative parents? Hire an actor. Hilarious and insightful, Bo Jest is at the Players Center June 14th through the 25th, and it's your ticket to a sizzling summer. Call the Players at 365-2494 or visit theplayers.org. Don't miss Bo Jest.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.